sure to check out Agelessgeeks for your figures and collectibles. This video and YouTube channel is rated PG-13, so that means this channel is not for anyone under the age of 13. So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be doing a quick look review, and this time it's going to be of the Neca Toys Terminator Dark Fate T800. So let's get into it right away and take a very quick look at the box here. So as you can see, we do have a pretty cool collector-friendly style box. The window on the front, action figure T800, ages 17 and up, with the warning and blah blah blah. There's the bottom, there is the top, the one side, the other side, and then the back there. So let's get this open and take a look at what accessories are included with our friend Arnold here. Alrighty, so starting off with accessories, we do get two interchangeable heads here. This one is the one that does come on the figure out of the packaging, but this one with the sunglasses looks way much cooler, and they both do look very much like Arnold. This one has like a little battle damage on his cheekbone as well, but the one with the glasses, like I said, looks so much more badass. But definitely cool alternate head sculpts there, so we do get that. Then we do get 4 sets of interchangeable hands. So we do have a right trigger finger hand that comes on the figure out of the packaging. Then we do have like a tighter gripping left hand here, which does not come on the figure out of the packaging. This one comes on the figure out of the packaging, which does have a bit of a wider grip. And then we do get another trigger finger hand, which is shaped a little bit differently. This one looks like he's holding the gun on an angle. This one looks like he's holding it straight on. So we do get the 4 alternate hands, and they are very simple to swap out as well. Then we do get 3 guns, so we do have the grenade launcher here, and this piece does spin around. Also, you can't flip it open or anything like that, and they're just made out of a black plastic. The sculpt detail looks pretty good on it though. So we do get that one. Then we do get the machine gun here, which looks pretty cool. It's an all black plastic, no paint detail at all on these, which is a bit disappointing. They could have added a little bit of paintwork on these, you know. But the sculpt of them look fantastic, so we do get that one. Then we do get my favorite, which is a submachine gun with a grenade launcher on the bottom, maybe? I have no idea, but I love the way this one looks. No paint detail, but the sculpt of it looks really dope, man. So that is all the accessories included with this T800. Now let's take a closer look at the detail on the figure. Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look here, Neca did a fantastic job. As we looked at the head sculpts already, they do look great. Like I said, the one with the sunglasses looks so much more badass, man. The beard looks great, sculpted and painted very nice. See like the veins on his by his temples, on his forehead as well. The hair looks great. I like the fade there. And it kind of goes from like a brown to like a grayish color, as you can see. So great job on the head sculpt. The neck looks pretty good too. And then the torso here, the black shirt looks dope, man. I love the sculpted wrinkles all right here. It looks very realistic there. And it is a softer rubbery type plastic as well. And then the coat looks just as dope, man. It's a very soft rubbery type plastic also, and we get a beautiful black wash or black shading all throughout the brown. Just the sculpt detail alone on the coat is beautifully done, man. Collar looks pretty good. Get some pockets all throughout it, excellent sculpted wrinkles, the buttons and everything, and the sleeves look great too. Very nice sculpt and paint detail. I even love how you can see the stitching all throughout it. That looks sick. Even over here on the jacket, the stitching looks great too. So a really nice sculpt detail on the torso there. Then the pants here, we get some very nice sculpt detail. Once again, some sculpted wrinkles. You can see the seams on the inside and outside of the legs there, and it is a very dark blue with like a black shading to it, and it turned out really nice, man. So I really dig the way the paint looks, and the sculpting looks awesome too. The way the wrinkles look around the knees, and especially by the ankles where they meet with the boot there. I love the way that looks. And then the boots look dope as hell too. Very realistic looking, from the laces down to like the stitching on them, and then even on the bottom, the treads look pretty cool there. So overall, the detail on this figure, excellent job by Neca. They always do an awesome job when it comes to an Arnold Schwarzenegger figure. Now let's take a look at the height and some height comparisons. Now for the height of Arnold here to the very top of his hair, it looks like he's about 7 inches and 1/4 of an inch tall. Now let's take a look at him compared to some other figures. Alright, so here is the T800 compared to a few other Neca figures. So we do have Neca's AVP Mask Guard Predator, and then we do have their Ultimate Edition Jungle Hunter Predator. And then we do have the original movie TMNT Leonardo and Master Shredder. And I think he scales well with these other Neca lines. Now let's take a look at him compared to a few other figures. Every time I get that figure, that's what I do when I compare him to other figures. And then here's the T-800, also compared to the McFarlane Toys Hellbatsuit Batman, the Marvel Legends Retro Series Deadpool, my custom McFarlane Toys MK11 Spawn, which is now Commando Spawn, and the Storm Collectibles MK3 Scorpion. Now let's take a look at the T-800 compared to a couple other figures, then we'll move on to the Articulation. And then finally, here he is compared to the SH Figure Arts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku and the Mezco 112 Deadpool. So there are some quick height comparisons with the T-800. Now let's take a look at his articulation. Alrighty, so now for the articulation, we do pretty much get some basic NECA articulation. One thing though with the feet, it's hard to get him to move forward, so sometimes he might fall backwards, so you do have to balance him out properly in order to get him to stand on his own. So the head here, we do get the basic NECA neck joint, so you can get him to look down about that much. And then he does look up decently. We do have very nice neck pivot there, excellent neck pivot, and then of course it does swivel. I believe we have 2 joints at the torso, so since the shirt is such a rubbery type plastic, he does crunch forward about that much. I'm not entirely sure if it's 1 or 2 joints. It feels like it's 2, but it might just be 1. And then goes back pretty damn good too, and you do get pretty good pivot there, and then of course it does swivel. It might just be the waist joint there. Then the arms do go out to the sides about 90 degrees. They do go up and down. We don't have upper bicep swivel. We have it at the elbow joint, which is lower bicep swivel. So we do have double jointed elbows there. And they do bend in all the way. Excellent elbow movement there. Then we do get a swivel where the joint connects into the bicep. And then swivels a little bit where it connects into the forearm. Then we do get the hinge and swivel at the wrist there. Now for the legs here, the crotch piece is a softer rubbery type plastic, so it doesn't hinder too much leg articulation, so he does kick forward 90 degrees, which is awesome. Goes to the back decently. Now let's see if he can Jean-Claude Van Damme it, and holy crap, the T-800 can Jean-Claude Van Damme it. Then we do get a little bit of a hip swivel. We do have single jointed knees that don't hit 90 degrees, but they also do swivel there. And then the ankles do swivel. They hinge up a tiny bit, hinge down pretty good. You do get a decent pivot with this T-800. But anyway, that is my quick look review at the NECA Terminator Dark Fate T-800. Hope you enjoyed it. Overall, I think this is a pretty damn cool figure, especially for the price tag. The detail on this is definitely outstanding. The only issue is sometimes he is a bit troublesome to balance, but once you work with the ankle joints, you can get him to balance on his own. But the paint and sculpt detail just looks outstanding on this. It does look like Arnold as well. The jacket just looks great, even the pants as well. So that's never an issue when it comes to NECA. The articulation is pretty damn good too. Not the best, but you still get some pretty good movement throughout the entire figure. And then the accessories are also pretty dope too. You get 2 interchangeable head sculpts, you do get a few alternate hands, and then you do get 3 different types of guns. I do wish they added some paint detail on the guns, but besides that, I think the accessories are pretty awesome for this T-800. If you would like to know the price and where to buy this figure, I did get mine off eBay, so you could check online, or you could check local stores like Target or comic book shops and stores like that. And if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell. And if you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, oh well, I guess you didn't like it. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. But anyway, that is my quick look review at the NECA Terminator.